Crown and Blood, Season 2, Episode 1. The city never truly slept. It only pretended to. Night gave it permission to breathe differently, to whisper instead of speak, to move without asking. And on this night, the dark belonged to someone who had learned its language long ago. Two men walked through the alley behind a shuttered warehouse, laughing too loud, pistols tucked carelessly into their waistbands. The duffel between them was heavy with packaged product and cash, the smell sharp enough to cut through the cold air. They didn't see Marcus King. He stood motionless in the shadows, timing their steps, counting breaths. When one of them reached for a cigarette, Marcus moved. The suppressed Glock 19 spoke softly, once, then again, controlled, precise. The men collapsed before confusion could catch up with them. No shouting, no scrambling for weapons, just silence reclaiming the space. Marcus didn't rush. He never rushed. He checked the alley once, then stepped back into the dark, leaving the cash and drugs untouched. A message without words. By the time sirens crept close enough to matter, Fantasma was already gone. The name had followed Marcus since childhood. Flack, elementary school playground. Concrete cracked and chalk-stained. A group of boys crowded around a fight near the fence. Marcus stood off to the side, observant, flanked by kids who spoke Spanish when adults weren't listening. Naomi watched him from the swings. When the shouting peaked, Marcus slipped away. By the time teachers arrived, the fight was over, and Marcus was nowhere to be seen. Later, Naomi found him sitting behind the gym, calm as ever. "How did you disappear like that?" she asked. Marcus shrugged. One of the older boys smiled and said it quietly, almost like a secret. The name stuck. Back in the present, morning arrived clean and unforgiving. Marcus King stood beneath bright lights, shaking hands with donors and officials. Cameras flashed. Voices praised his leadership, his commitment to the city, his vision for progress. Money moved easily in that room. Pledges, investments, influence disguised as generosity. Marcus wore daylight well. Naomi stood nearby, watching him work the room with the same precision he brought to everything else. Calm, controlled, untouchable, but something felt off, like the night hadn't ended for him, only paused. Later in the hallway, she caught fragments of conversation in Spanish. Familiar voices, men Marcus had known forever. "Fantasma moved last night," one said. "Clean," another replied. "No noise, no mistakes." Naomi stepped closer. The men hesitated, not afraid, but loyal. "It's his name," one said. "From when we were kids." "Why?" Naomi asked. "Because he strikes and disappears," the man said, "and no one ever sees him coming." Naomi looked back through the doorway. Marcus laughed easily at something a councilman said, hand on someone's shoulder, trusted and admired, an angel by day. Across the city, the night left different evidence. Detective Ryan Cole stared at photos pinned to a board. 2 bodies, clean shots. Ballistics reports highlighted disciplined fire, controlled angles. "This wasn't random," Cole said. "This was deliberate. Shell casings match other scenes," Vasquez added. "Same shooter, same discipline. And timing," Cole said. "He's always gone before we arrive." Someone pulled up a name circulating on the street. Cole folded his arms, eyes narrowing. This guy doesn't want attention. He wants control. They agreed on everything except one thing. None of them considered Marcus King. The man in the spotlight didn't fit the ghost they were chasing. That night, Marcus stood at his apartment window, city lights stretching endlessly below. Power flowed quietly now, money changing hands, routes adjusting, fear settling where confidence once lived. Naomi joined him, stopping just short of touching him. "You don't disappear like you used to," she said carefully. Marcus didn't turn. "No, I just learned where to stand." She watched him, understanding something she couldn't unlearn. The city had a new legend. Law enforcement had a ghost. And Marcus King stood perfectly between both worlds. A killer at night, a savior. Fantasma had returned. In the next episode of Crown and Blood, gunfire spreads through the streets, old friendships crack under greed, and distance becomes the most dangerous weapon of all. Next episode, Season 2, Episode 2, Cold Distance.